Boog, my friend, thank you very much, and welcome to ESPN Saturday Primetime. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. 5 weeks ago, 8 miles away, Cooper Flagg and Con Knippel combined for 43 points. Duke beat Carolina handily. Tonight, in what in all likelihood is Cooper Flagg's only game here at the Dean Smith Center, the Blue Devils will try to lock up the #1 seed going into the ACC tournament and the outright regular season title, but standing in their way, they hope, a team squarely on the bubble right now in the North Carolina Tar Heels, who are in desperate need of a signature victory. This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. So how do things look in the ACC? Duke is up top, but Louisville and Clemson are right there. Louisville has already won today. Clemson is up big early on Virginia Tech. If Clemson wins and Duke loses, believe it or not, as good a year as the Blue Devils have had, they would drop to the 3 seed in the ACC tournament. For North Carolina, as we mentioned, they desperately need a big win, a quality win, just 1-10 in Quad 1 this year. Hi, everybody. Dan Schulman and Jay Billis. Let's start with Cooper Flagg, who's really good and getting better by the game, it seems.
There's not been a better freshman in the country, and frankly, there's not been a better player in the country than Cooper Flagg. What he has done has been absolutely phenomenal, and with the maturity with which he has played, he is leading Duke in scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, and blocks. If this continues, he'll be the only player in ACC history to do that. He is a difficult player to guard, and he is going to be a challenge for 40 minutes, maybe plus, for North Carolina. But the Tar Heels over the last 6 games have played their very best basketball. 6-0, averaging almost 91 points per game, making 10 threes per game, shooting just under 50% from behind the arc, and 11 rebounds a game plus over their opponents. And Dan, rebounding has been an issue this year, but the Tar Heels are hitting the glass. If they want to run and get out in transition, they have to rebound against Duke.
Yes, it has not been the kind of season that Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels have hoped for, but yes, they can still salvage it, they hope, with a win here today. This is senior night here in Chapel Hill, and 3 players were honored before the game, including, there's one of them in Jalen Withers, including, of course, R.J. Davis, a 5-year Tar Heel, and what a magnificent run he has had in this program over the years. But right now, it's all got to be about this game. Carolina tested itself in the non-conference, played a very tough schedule, just didn't win enough of them. And as we mentioned, 1-10 in Quad 1. They need a win here tonight as R.J. Davis makes this walk in this building for the final time.
R.J. Davis has been a classy basketball player throughout his time at North Carolina. ACC Player of the Year last year, and he has been playing really well his last 2 games. They're going to need his best against Duke.
For more on UNC, let's bring in the 3rd member of our team. Here's Jess Sims.
Dan, cohesiveness may be the word right now that everyone's talking about for UNC, but that hasn't always been the case. Just last month, after the 20-point loss against Clemson, Seth Trimble told reporters, guys, I don't think that they're appreciating the jerseys we're wearing, the opportunity that we have, and we're not coming together and representing this university. Well, I asked him, hey, what changed then? And he said, we've had to put our egos and personal agendas to the side, listen to what coaches say, and work together as one. He said right now we are playing as unselfish as can be. We're enjoying and celebrating each other, and it's been a lot more fun, Dan.
Jess, thank you, and what a scene with Tip moments away. I tell you, Jay, you wouldn't know that it's been a bit of a down year for the Tar Heels so far. It's an iconic program. This is still a great rivalry. These 2 campuses separated by only 8 miles as the crow flies. You add up all that, it means something. But Duke's trying to lock up some very important things here tonight, and Carolina may be more at stake as they're looking for a win that might put them on the right side of the bubble.
North Carolina is playing its best basketball of the season over the last 6 games. And if they can continue that into tonight, they have a legitimate chance to win this game.
It is loud in here. The first game one-sided. Duke won by 17, and that score flattered the Tar Heels. The Blue Devils were up 32 in the middle of the second half before Carolina made it a little bit more respectable at the end. Carolina playing better, will need a much better effort if they hope to win this game here tonight.
The key for North Carolina in this game is physicality. The Tar Heels have to be physical with the bigger Duke Blue Devils. If they're not physical, their schemes are not going to matter.
Ready for the tip of this Sonic blockbuster and underway with the Blue Devils getting the first possession of the night.